crack of dawn. It's Dawn Lombardi. We are painting today. I'll show you what we're doing. I'm so excited. It's great to be back. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. It's been a while since I've been back. Christine Pettit is supposed to be with me tonight, but don't worry. She had a little fallout with the weather, under the weather. Oh. And it's raining again, and here I am. It's always raining when I'm here. It's supposed to turn to snow, but I'm not sure. Christine and I both went to BU, so we've got that in common. Plus, we're good friends, so we've got that in common. And she's a lot younger than I am, and you know, I might have to get the makeup going and a little Botox for that episode. But yeah, beautiful girl, very nice, and she'll be joining us. We're also gonna do the train episode down at the Swansons, and that'll be so fun. I'll show you what we're doing today. We are doing my Christmas card from last year. And it's very popular, you know, the tree in the back of the red truck. It's almost on every greeting card. You go into Target, you go down the Christmas aisle, every bag has a red truck with a tree. And so this was my Christmas card last year. I'll show you how to draw it quick, but I've got a little head start on this one, so you know, I'll show you the quick drawing, and then I'll keep painting. You're gonna love it. So I'll show you quick. The drawing is, well, here's one drawing. But what I'm gonna show you is, I'm gonna kind of simplify it. Now we've got a little table tonight, because you're sitting at home thinking, I don't have that. I need an art studio. No, you don't. You don't need anything. You can paint on your lap with a paper plate. It doesn't matter. So if you look here, when I draw a truck, I start, hold on. I start with this big rectangle. See that? It's just a rectangle. And then I make two rainbows right here. And then I put the circles here. And then I make a line going up, and a line going over, and a line going down. I put the window in. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. I put a little door, and I put the back of the truck. Then I put a Christmas tree in the back. Now it can go in this way, or it can go in that way. If it goes in head first, it might pinch the top a little. In the background is a Christmas tree farm, just like Rob Gronkowski was buying his Christmas tree in Killingworth, where I used to buy my Christmas tree. Wintergreen Farms, I think it was. They must have been hiding out, because I can't imagine how big that guy, he probably was taller than all the trees. When you add people, just put the people in there, make sure they're, you know, about as tall as the truck. You gotta think about that. And you just put the stick figures. I'm gonna make this guy waving, you know, like, thanks for buying a tree today. Put in the sticks. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I made this little like hut in the background where maybe they have the cash register and all that stuff. Okay? Now, what I've been doing is I'm gonna show you the postcard. I took the painting, I actually gave it away to Jen Villa, I think, because she owns the Farmington Farm Truck, which drives around with wreaths on the back and Christmas trees. I said, here, take this, it's gotta be yours. So basically, once I did the painting, I took a picture of it, and I sent it through the email to Vistaprint. There's Zazzle, there's Vistaprint, there's Staples. You could probably even do it on Amazon. A lot of people use Tiny Prints, Shutterfly. All you do is take it on your phone, if you have one, and then you send it to Vistaprint, and you can add on the top, like I wrote, Dawn Nolan Lombardi Art. So that was my Christmas card last year. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. We've got 3 cameras here tonight. And thanks so much to Joe Musel, who's my camera guy tonight, and my producer, I think. I think I'm the producer. He's the director. I get it all mixed up. He's the director, I'm the producer. I don't get it. But we're having fun here. We're getting lots of likes and subscribes. That's a big thing. Remember, I can't have it on my own. You gotta subscribe to Nutmeg TV, and you gotta like it, I think. Yes, you do. So I have these colors here. I've got all the colors that I was looking at in my picture. I need some red for the truck, some green. Hey, if you have a lot of paint at home, use 2 palettes. Put it on 2 paper plates. I have this under here just in case I need to mix more. I don't have much. I've got a cup, plastic cup, and this time I brought a whole pile of brushes. But you know what? I don't really use any of them. I usually pick a couple and choose. You don't need anything fancy to paint. You know, it's just, and you don't even have to be good at it. Nobody cares. I tell my students all the time, oh, see, I'm not good at painting, and I'm like, you know what? Who cares? People care if you can't add 10 plus 11 when you're in 5th grade. But do people care if you can paint? No, I don't care. You can still get an A in my class, as long as you're nice. Yeah, if you're nice, you're getting an A. We don't care. So that's how I grade. I grade on behavior. You could be the nicest kid in the world and be terrible at art, and I don't care. Because guess what? We're all learning together. It's so fun. Then I could get a kid that's like a Leonardo da Vinci, and he could be chucking papers and calling kids names, and guess what? Not getting the A. So here we're going to go, and we're just going to fill in what I had for the sketch. Okay, and you can see it really nicely here. I started with the truck. You can see parts of the truck are light, parts of the truck are dark, and the wheels, I'll put the wheels in. I put the window in. So I got a little smaller brush this time. I've got a couple little smaller ones than that too, but I don't care. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to put the wheel in like this. Don't worry if it's not perfect. You can use a smaller brush. Okay, it should be circular if it's a wheel, you know, so it goes. So I'm going to put one in the back like this. So cute. The wheels should be the same size. Unless you, some people drive those trucks. They take the wheels off and they put in these monstrous wheels and drive around. You know, not making fun of you, but I think it's crazy. It looks scary coming after me down the road behind me. I don't like it. Plus, if it crashed into me by accident, it might hit the wrong part of my car. Cars are designed for a reason. I don't think those things should be allowed sometimes. I did the window black like this, and let's see, underneath the truck is black, but I'm not going to put that yet. I'm going to take my black while I have it. I'm going to mix it with some green, just to make some of these trees darker in the background. Some are darker trees, some are lighter trees, so you just take black and green, and I almost choked. I'm not even drinking my water. So I'm going to put the black on the bottom of the tree, just so it's not, you know, all the trees are catching light differently. So see, if I put some of the dark parts down here, it just makes it look more real. Like maybe that is a forest. Put some of it on the ground. The bottom parts will usually be darker. The bottom of my tree on my truck will be darker because the moonlight is hitting the top of my tree. And you're going to want that poking out like that. I'll put a little over here. Okay. This is a fun painting. I love it. Christmas is coming. I can't believe it. It goes Thanksgiving, Christmas. I've got to get a tree. I've got to get a tree. Trees are expensive now, too. I like the fake ones, but I think we'll get a real one. And, you know, I've got to clear out some stuff in my house. I know it's a pain having all that clutter around. So, you know, we got to get our house in order before we get the tree up, but we'll probably get it. And I like to go to the Winterberry farm or the Wintergreen farm or whatever in Killingworth, but I don't think we will this year. We used to bring a saw, cut it down, do all that. But now, sometimes it's just Lowe's. I was at Lowe's the other day. No, I was at Walmart the other day. It was pretty scary. I walked in and I walked out. Oof, I didn't like it. I love Walmart, but I just didn't like it that time. It was too busy, too scary for me, too many people. I don't like crowds. So, you know, I could go to a game or two, but I don't, you know, a lot of people are like me. They don't like the crowd thing. And I don't. I just don't. Now, I'm going to start to do the foreground because there's a lot of snow. People think snow is white, which it is, but not when the light hits it. So I'm going to take some black and some white, and I'm going to make it gray, see, like this. And I'm going to do the whole front. Now, I probably should have made my truck a little bigger because this is a lot of foreground that I'm not really, it's kind of like wasted space. But I can put something there. You know, I could put more people. You know, I'm just trying to make it look like snow. So I've got a little black and, see, just some gray, because not all the snow is white. Especially when it's nighttime. It's definitely not white unless the light's hitting it. So I'm going to put that in there. And, you know, if the whole thing were to dump over, this is acrylic paint. So it's not that bad. You know, if it were oil paint and it dumped over, that would be a mess. But this is acrylic. I like acrylic because it dries. And I don't have to worry about bringing this home, putting it in the back of my car and having it wreck the whole back of my car. So I kind of like this. So I'm going to put this around like this. I'll add the people later. I might even go back in the truck. Okay, I can see the people. I'm just going to kind of leave them there a little. And then I'm going to put some over here. It's a cute little painting, and it's not that hard. Okay, I'm gonna put some over here. I'm gonna be adding people. Remember, stick figures, and then you add the clothes, okay? Everybody's a stick underneath. See? Everybody is a skeleton underneath it all. So it really doesn't matter. It looks like my wheels aren't really white, even though they have the white wash thing. So I'm gonna make them gray, and I might make the part of it on the outside a little white. So I'll just go like this. I'm gonna make it gray. You know, the black is still kind of drying, so sometimes it just mixes together. Don't worry if you wreck it or anything, it doesn't matter. I'll put a little bit more snow colors over here, and you're gonna go slow with that. Gonna try to make it look cute. We got a lot of time left. 13 minutes we have, I can't believe it. It goes by so fast, it's so fun. It's like art class at Jamoki. I tell them, you guys better settle down because guess what? Our classes are only, I don't even know. I think they're maybe 35 minutes. And it takes a while to get 26 kids paint. And I don't give them all paint at the same time. I like to mix it up. But we are having a ball. I'm loving my job, loving it. I miss the senior center, I have to say, though, I do. I miss the seniors. But I visited Eleanor, like I said. It was her 102 she turned, November 24th. And of course, I turned 59 on November 18th. It's crazy, we're a week apart. So, you know, I think she could probably go up 10 years and say she's 112, but I don't think people would believe her because not that many people live that long. Maybe she will. I don't know. She's funny. We had some coffee, and I brought her some flowers, and she said, I don't think a lot of people live as old as me, do they? And I said, not really. Kirk Douglas does, though, because he's with 103. I can't believe it. But I don't think he lives alone, not like her. She's amazing. But she has lots of family. Everybody loves her, so she's really lucky. For the top of the tree, I'm gonna make it a little lighter. I'm gonna take some yellow and some green, and I'm gonna highlight that tree on the top like this. Kind of cute, doesn't have to be perfect. Highlight that tree there. Maybe a little more yellow with the green, just to make it a more, you know, nice friendly green here. I'm gonna make it lighter on the top because the moonlight's hitting it. As long as it looks like a tree. And then I can highlight some of these trees. I'm gonna make a lot of snow on those trees though. I am, yep. And I'm not doing much for Christmas. I'll have it at my house. I can't wait. I love it. I get nervous, you know, people always think, oh, but my kids were saying, Mom, our house is so cozy. And I'm like, you know what, it really is. We have a very cozy house, which means, you know, I don't have clutter everywhere, but, you know, it gets messy. With 2 kids and a husband that gets home pretty late every night, you know. My husband doesn't walk through the door till about 7:30 sometimes, because he's driving from Norwalk. Can you believe it? He's got a 4-hour commute every day. So we don't like the tolls, just saying, because that's not fair. He doesn't make that much money anyway. So then you add those tolls and the gas that he has to do to get to Norwalk every day. It's like, we don't want to do the tolls. But that's just me. I mean, maybe it's a good thing. Just like when I'm in Hartford, I'm like, oh, I'm going to fill up my gas tank because it's got to be cheaper in Hartford than it is in Farmington. Guess what? No. And the McDonald's that I go to on Albany Avenue, sorry, McDonald's on Albany Avenue, but their coffee is not $1. This is Albany Avenue and Blue Hills Avenue. I can go to Plainville, Bristol, Farmington. Every size coffee is $1. Now, why isn't $1 in Hartford? I don't think it's fair. And why is the gas more expensive? I don't know. I don't want to run for politics, but I'm just saying, that's something I'd look into to get my votes. Yep, just saying. So we're gonna just spruce up these trees a little. You know, you don't want them all the same color green. It's not gonna look real. Well, not that mine looks real anyway, but it's cute. It's cute. I'll put a little bit more here. Remember, you don't want to decorate the trees. I could decorate 1 or 2 of them, you know, like the tree farm, maybe. I'm going to put some shadow under my truck. Then I'm going to go crazy, wild, and I'm going to add some really fun stuff. I'm not going to make it totally black under my truck, but I'm going to make it dark like this. And the truck, anywhere where the truck is on top of it, it's going to make a shadow. Okay? And anywhere where people are standing, I'm going to put some people here in a minute. That's going to be black too. Also, I think I'm going to make it look like there's a light on in my little barn over here. So when you do that, all you do is you take some yellow and you just put it up in the window up here. And I'm going to make it look like that's lit up too, because that's so cute. Then there is a thing of lights going across, sort of like this. I'm going to draw it in. You can't see it though, nope. So I'm going to paint it in. I don't do everything perfect, but I try, especially with the painting. And then when we get some more guests on here, it's going to be fun. You know, those Inside Edition people might be back because she's doing a lot of great stuff out there, that Bridget Gleason. Bridget, if you're back for Christmas, you got to come on. And John Olivier. I know people are busy, especially young people. They're just getting started with their careers. I'm like the old lady, you know, just trying to get my job back. So I'm going to put some string of lights going like this. I'm going to go very slow. Just going to look like somebody strung some lights up maybe. And they'll have to have some poles, which I'll put those in a minute. Yeah. I'm going to put like sticks maybe that were in the ground, or maybe they're just strung up in the trees. I don't know. I'm going to put some people. Now people are just going to be stick figures, like I told you before. There's a couple stick figures I put there. So depending on what color the people are, you want to mix up whatever skin type you want. Everybody likes multicultural. Every time you see an ad, there's always a kid of every single different culture in the ad, you know, because they're trying to be all correctly, politically correct or whatever. You can make it however you want, okay? It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. So red and green make brown, and since I don't have any brown, I'm going to mix red, green. Didn't really work. Let me try it again. Okay, didn't really work. I'll add some yellow. This is going to be kind of like my color. It's like I'm pink, pretty much. Can't help it. It's just my skin color. Sometimes I'm bright red. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to put these people here. They basically don't need anything but their face and their neck because they are going to be covered with snow clothes. So I'll put a couple people like that. Then I'll put my friends a little darker here. Get some multicultural stuff going on here. Okay. And this is kind of like a olivey kind of look. I'll put these people over here. I'll put a guy here with his little kid here helping. Okay, and then I'll put someone throwing the tree into the back of the truck. And you know, we don't have tons of time, but I don't like to do the same thing over and over. It's boring. And you know, if you're like a lot of my friends and I, we have a lot of energy. So, you know, we get bored. So I'm going to put a guy right here, and he's throwing the tree into the truck. See, like that. Okay? On my truck, there's a couple parts that are a little lighter than others, and I'll show you. I probably won't work on this one again, but I'm going to whip it up. I got about 5 minutes left, so I'm going to whip it up. I'm going to put this up here like this, and I'm going to move it around. Now, I'm going to make the part of my truck is a lot lighter, so I'm just going to add some white, which turns it pink, but it sort of goes on this part right here. Okay, goes there. And then another part goes over here. Okay, you want to have that line up. And then part of the truck is a little lighter over here and a little lighter over here, which is fine. Okay, and I'm going to make it a little lighter. Again, it's just the light hitting the truck. It's a little lighter over here. And then we're going to have some high beams on because it's nighttime. We're trying to see here. So I'm going to put some high beams on. I guess I'm going to go right over my people because, you know what, I didn't plan it right. I'm going to put the high beams on the truck so it looks like it's shooting around. Okay? And then I'm going to make a couple people over here. They're going to have little snowsuits on. Maybe I'll make this little girl in pink. So I'll put a little jacket on her. Oh, she's so cute. Look at that. She's got a little pink jacket. Maybe a little pink hat. How cute is that? Oh, so nice. Oh, pink mittens. Oh, I'll make some little cute pink mittens. Okay, so she's got little mittens on there. Maybe she's got a little mitten there. And then maybe she's a different color snow pants. So I'm going to put on some, maybe some purple. No, we'll just do blue snow pants because it's already mixed. Well, I'll do purple. And it goes by so fast. We have 5 minutes left, but watch, I'm just going to whip this thing up. Okay, we're going to put some snow pants on her. She's sitting there watching her dad. And her dad maybe has a blue jacket on here. He's over here throwing the tree in. Okay, he's got his jacket on there. He's throwing that thing in there. He might have a blue hat, not sure. And maybe he's just wearing jeans, so we'll just lighten up those jeans. so they're a little lighter. And he is throwing in that tree, and his other leg is kind of going up like that while he's throwing the tree in. Look at that. We'll make it a little lighter on his hat. Maybe he has some gloves on too. Okay, so don't worry about the people. Now I'm going to kind of fill in the background because I don't want to do this painting again. I really don't. So I'm going to make these trees over here. Whoopsie. And I'm going to put that in there like that. Okay. I'm going to just make the two people throwing the trees in. Then you want to go back in where it's white because that's not going to really look good. So I'll put that in like that. Again, I was telling you, you got to make it a little darker where the green is on the bottom. So I need to add a little black with that. We'll put that like this. The trees get in there. Okay, we'll have it coming over a little bit more. Okay, so the tree looks pretty good. Now the guy needs some boots because he cannot be out there with the snow with no boots on. I noticed there's a lot of boot drives and winter coat drives, and you know, it's so nice to give back. You don't have to have money sometimes. You just go grab whatever you've got. He's got his boots on here. He's throwing that in. And then she might have some little boots here going on. And then maybe, I told you they have a little dog, but I want to fill in that green first because I don't like that. So again, if you have some white showing, you just go over it like this. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, we're going to throw that in. And it's a cute little painting. And then I'm going to put a little dog in, a little golden retriever. Joanne just got a golden doodle. Oh, they're so cute. Lulu, isn't it so fun? To make a golden retriever, I'm going to use yellow and white and some of this old brown over here. Okay, maybe some of this pink. And it's going to kind of turn a nice golden doodle color. I'm going to throw that in. And when you're making a dog, just think like a stick figure. Same thing. Okay? And I make a dog, and it's kind of a yellow dog, so it's going to have to be like that. And he might be sitting there with her. Okay, he's got a couple legs here and a tail. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, everything needs a shadow under it, or else it's not going to look real. So I'm going to take some gray, and I'm going to put a shadow under the guy, and I'm going to put a shadow under the little girl and under the little dog. And that'll make it look a little bit better. Now the last thing I'm going to do, because we probably have 2 minutes left, I'm not sure. I have, yep, about that. So again, I'm not spattering in here, but if you take your picture outside and you go outside and you take some white with some water, all you got to do is spatter it, and it's going to look like snow. I probably can do it if I do it on my lap, but maybe I can, I can do it a little. I can do it a little. You know, if you spatter like this, it looks like real snow. Okay, I guess I can do it a little. It's not going to get on anything. Okay. And so I'm going to put that. You can also dop it in like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. But again, remember, if it's snowing, it's snowing. I got to put some trees, have some snow on them. I forgot to do that before. You might want some of the trees to have some snow on them. Okay, because then it looks like it's snowing, you know. It's snowing on the trees, okay. It's supposed to snow tonight. So if you want to do the trees with snow, I should have done that before. You just want to kind of get some of the branches to look like they have some snow on them, okay? There's going to be some snow on the top of my tree here because it's all snowing, and maybe some here, maybe some there. I got a minute, so I probably should have just not done that, but I'm going to show you anyway. So you just go like this, and it sort of looks like the tree has some snow on it. And then again, if you do this outside, okay, like this, it's going to look like real snow. But you want to be outside for that. You don't want to be in the studio. So you can make some snow. Remember, the snow is going to go everywhere. It's going to go on the truck. It's going to go all over the place. And then we're going to see you next time with Christine Pettit. Oh, God, I've got to get a facelift for that one. Now, we're going to go like over this, okay? And we're going to be having more guests. Now, if you're watching The Crack of Dawn, and I'm just so glad you're tuning in, so thank you so much, because I have a lot of fun doing this, and I'm a people person. I love people. I love it. And I would love to have anybody wants to come on, please come on. I'm going really fast now. So remember, this is not my Christmas card this year, but we don't care. And my kids are going to have to take a selfie because guess what? I don't have time. Or Christine Pettit. Hello, honey. Maybe you can take the Christmas card of my kids because she is a professional photographer.